What's going on, good people? This is Drew, and in today's video, I want to do an updated version of a video that I did a couple years ago about how to send out beats via email. But in this video, I want to talk about what I'm using to replace sending beats via email, and that is via an app called Offtop. Let's get into it. Offtop is an app that is designed for artists, musicians, producers, singers, songwriters, as well as music executives to create, record, and share music seamlessly. Today, I want to give you 4 major reasons as to why you should not be sending your beats out via email, and you definitely shouldn't be using apps like Dropbox, Google Drive, and WeTransfer to send and share music quickly and efficiently. Here we go. Not only do I love the ability to be able to create links and share links and allow permissions with Offtop, but the fact that it gives me the analytics as to where my music is being played, if I enable it to be downloaded, who's downloading it, how many times it's been downloaded, from which location the music is being listened to, are all very helpful in ways that Dropbox and Google Drive and other platforms haven't been for me. But I think that the biggest thing for me, and kind of what really sealed the deal for me in Offtop, was the ability to analyze where my music is being listened to, how many times it's being streamed, how many times it's being downloaded. And for me, I was like, all right, this is a game changer. It was huge in a way that even emails obviously don't provide. If I'm putting beats in an attachment, I'm not able to determine if they even listen to it, right? I'm not even able to determine if the person received it without getting a bounce back notification. So I think that I'm just like, yo, that's really game changing for me. It changed so many things as far as like, all right, if I know this person in LA has listened to this track 1,000 times, I'm like, chances are they like things in this style, this genre, or this mood, and I'm able to provide more of that to them. So it's extremely helpful and extremely valuable when it comes to sending, sharing music, and also analyzing the data behind when you're sending out your music has been clutch. If you're one of those producers that like to market yourself on social media platforms like TikTok, like YouTube, like Instagram, you're able to develop and create visualizers internally on the app to provide a visual complement to what the listener is listening to. And to me, I'm just like, all right, clearly they understand what's going on. They understand the market. They understand the industry. And I really don't think they skipped any beats as far as the tools that producers and music creatives look for when promoting, when sharing their music. Those are just a few of the features that I love about Offtop, and that honestly have changed the game in terms of how I send out my music, how I'm able to provide visual aid for the beats that I promote on social media platforms. And then, but the biggest thing for me has definitely been the fact that I'm now able to monitor who's listening, how many times they're listening, how many times they're downloading. It's just completely changed the game for me. And those are just some of the features that I like about the Offtop platform, but there's definitely more. And I want to talk to you about how the Offtop app integrated the use of AI to completely enhance my catalog, completely enhance the way I organize my beats. Let's get into a few of those key points. My 4th point is that Offtop has completely changed the game with the use and integration of AI. One thing that I historically haven't been great at is my use of time. Obviously, us as creatives, we spend large amounts of time in the studio creating music, right? And in the past few years, I've been trying to figure out how I can be most efficient or where my time is best served. Like every day I can't afford to spend 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours in the studio. So it's like the time that I have to produce music, I want to be as efficient as possible. And then on the back end, when it comes to me sharing my music, I also want to be as efficient as possible. And the Offtop app definitely affords me the ability to be able to quickly and efficiently catalog my music, categorize it, name it, understand what genre it's in, by its use of auto-detecting tempo, auto-detecting key, and auto-detecting the mood or the genre of whatever music I'm uploading to the app. To me, I'm like, all right, cool, that's different. Obviously, you definitely can't do that with a Dropbox. You definitely, like, Google Drive ain't doing that. WeTransfer is not doing that. And I was just like, that's a time saver, right? Because it's like, I want to spend as much time as a creative creating as opposed to categorizing and cataloging. But I think the fact that Offtop does that automatically, I'm just like, that's a huge time saver for me. And if I can spend as little time as possible worrying about the back end and more time on the front end of actually creating the music, I feel like I'm better off. I have a leg up, because I'm like, not only can I produce in an efficient manner, but now I can catalog in an efficient manner, and it's just going to make my ability to do things quickly and efficiently that much stronger. So it's huge in terms of the use of integrated AI to be able to catalog, to be able to auto-detect key, to be able to auto-detect tempo and genre or mood. It's been huge. So the last thing I like to touch on when it comes to the Offtop app is the search functionality. When you upload your beats to Offtop, it automatically, obviously, like I talked about, it auto-detects keys, tempo, genre, and mood. So now when it comes to, an artist is like, hey, I'm working on this Afrobeats album. Do you have any Afrobeats? I can go on my Offtop profile and see that I have a certain number of Afrobeats, and I'm able to group those beats in a pack and then send those out to that artist. And to me, I'm like, listen, you can say what you want about AI, but that is a dope feature when it comes to categorizing your music, when it comes to being organized, and it just completely changed. It honestly leveled me up as far as my organization and as far as my time and efficiency when it comes to sending out music to artists and other producers for collabs and A&Rs, music executives, whoever, whatever the case might be. Offtop has completely changed the way that I organize, I catalog, I collaborate, and I send out music, and have a way to monitor who's listening, have a way to monitor who's downloading, to be able to allow permissions, to be able to disable permissions, to be able to do visualizers, to be able to send links quickly in a categorized type of way. It's been huge in a way that Dropbox and these other platforms just don't do. Again, I'm not bashing any of these other platforms. I know better, so I'm doing better, and me doing better is using the Offtop app. And like I said, I'm not sending beats out via email. I'm not sending Dropbox links. I'm not sending Google Drive links. I'm not sending WeTransfer links. I'm solely using Offtop when it comes to me sharing my music. But I wanted to share that with y'all because I felt like a lot of people got a lot out of that video I did a couple years ago, and I just really wanted to highlight and emphasize what I'm doing today, an updated version of that previous video. But in the meantime, I'm Drew. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. All right, make sure you like, share, subscribe, help a brother out, do all those great things. In the meantime, I'm Drew. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace.